2025. The Universiades are the largest and most prestigious international university sport events in the world. Live action from the Universiades is broadcast to more than 100 countries and can be watched from anywhere in the world on digital platforms. The Summer Universiade is staged every 2 years in a different host city and brings together more than 10,000 athletes who compete in all major sports such as athletics, basketball, gymnastics, swimming and volleyball. The Winter Universiade is also a biennial event and gathers more than 2,500 participants from more than 50 countries. The world's best student athletes in sports such as biathlon, ice hockey, snowboard and figure skating compete at the Winter Universiade. Complementing the Summer and Winter Universiade sports programs are the World University Championships. These single sport competitions are held every alternate year in several countries and continents. In 2018, 33 standalone World University Championship events made for a calendar full of quality competition in a wide array of sports, from karate to beach volleyball, rugby sevens to cheerleading and sailing. In 2015, FISU brought in a game changer with 3-on-3 basketball and the World University League. For the first time in FISU history, student athletes competed for their university teams rather than for national teams, making the league a unique global event unlike any other in the sports world. Taking this paradigm shift further is FISU's newest event, the University World Cup Football, which will debut in 2019, putting the best university football teams together on a world stage. Embracing FISU's motto of today's stars, tomorrow's leaders, all FISU sports events incorporate educational and cultural aspects into the sport competitions, allowing student athletes to celebrate high performance along with culture and learning. Education is at the core of FISU's raison d'être. The FISU World Conferences, FISU Forum and seminars give students, young managers and scholars the opportunity to exchange ideas on how to drive development through sport. FISU is committed to good governance, including gender equality and clean sport. FISU's Gender Equality Committee works in partnership with the Council of Europe and the International Working Group on Women in Sport to ensure the inclusion of women at all levels of university sport. To guarantee clean sporting events, FISU works in close partnership with the World Anti-Doping Agency, and together with the agency, FISU has developed an anti-doping e-text book aimed at educating young athletes and their coaches on the dangers of doping. The Summer and Winter Universiades provide young, aspiring sports journalists with a unique training experience. Through the Young Reporters program, selected candidates from all 5 continents, as well as the host nation, get full access, training and invaluable work experience at the competition venues in a real-world environment. The FISU Volunteer Leaders Academy in Kazan, Russia, is another initiative that develops tomorrow's leaders. Every year, more than 100 emerging young sports leaders from different countries are selected as student ambassadors who take the spirit and message of FISU back to their campus and communities. FISU's leadership in university sport and education has been recognized by UNESCO, which has proclaimed the 20th of September International Day of University Sport. First organized by FISU in 2016, the International Day of University Sport is now celebrated annually by FISU member federations, cities and universities worldwide. The day has led to the creation of hallmark events like Lausanne in Motion and Monash in Motion in Australia, among many others.
At FISU, we are home of international university sport, where education meets sport and culture. When I look back at my time as a student athlete and today as a leader of the international university sport movement, I can see the skills that I learned by playing sport and the way those skills have shaped the person I have gone on to become.
FISU believes that sports values and sports practice are in perfect synergy with the university spirit, and that these experiences help students become exemplary leading members of society. FISU takes pride in expanding the role, reach and impact of university sport worldwide.
mancano circa 10 minuti all'inizio di questa ultima e conclusiva giornata di gare per quanto riguarda la ginnastica ritmica qui dal Pala Vesuvio per questa Universiadi Estiva Napoli 2019. Vi chiederei davvero di tutto cuore, con il vostro grande calore, tutto il Pala Vesuvio, un grandissimo applauso ai tantissimi volontari che in questi ultimi mesi e settimane e giorni soprattutto hanno dato davvero tutto quello che avevano, il cuore, l'anima, un grandissimo lavoro, tante persone, tanti giovani provenienti un po' anche da tante parti d'Italia e del mondo che hanno voluto essere presenti e fornire il loro preziosissimo contributo per l'organizzazione di una manifestazione di così alto livello internazionale. Grazie di cuore al lavoro di tutti voi, queste Universiadi estive sono state fantastiche, grazie, siete meravigliosi. We would like to thank also on behalf of the organizing committee of the Summer Universiadi Napoli 2019, the great job done from the many volunteers, lots of people, young people, less young people coming from Campania region, Italy, all over the world that has gave a great efforts in order to organize in the best way this 30th edition of the Summer Universiadi Napoli 2019. Thank you very much for all your efforts and job during these days. Thank you. Vi ricordiamo poi naturalmente, come l'abbiamo fatto durante i precedenti giorni di gara, di rimanere in silenzio durante le esibizioni delle ginnaste per permettere la loro concentrazione, di dare il meglio naturalmente durante la gara. We ask for your cooperation to be quiet, to be silent during the exhibition of the gymnasts. You can support them at the entrance before the start of the competition. Then we ask your cooperation to be quiet and silent during the exhibition of the gymnasts in this third and last day of competition for rhythmic gymnastics. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Ed ora abbiamo il piacere di presentarvi la giuria superiore, le giudici che hanno giudicato gli esercizi delle ginnaste in queste 3 giornate di gare. Un grazie anche a loro per il grande lavoro svolto, la grande professionalità. We would like now to introduce you the jury who has worked a lot during these 3 days. So thank you very much to all the judges and the jury for their great job done. We welcome the FISU technical delegate, Mr. Josef Zellweger. The president of the superior jury, Mrs. Maria Kikova. In the superior jury, Mrs. Dominique Müller-Laut, France. In the superior jury for the difficulty score, Milena Relin-Tatic, Serbia. Natalia Yeromina, Ukraine. Alexandra Mavrakis. Shoko Hasegawa, Japan.
Benvenuti a Napoli. It is a wonderful pleasure to have you joining us for this final day of competition at the 30th Summer Universiade. The Pala Vesuvio main hall is hosting rhythmic gymnastics action. And it has done a splendid job of hosting the gymnastics throughout these games with a wonderful crowd, very much engaged and excited by all of the action, be it artistic or rhythmic gymnastics. As the great poet Pierpaolo Pasolini once wrote, "Chiusa la festa." But as the games draw to a close, we still have a great deal of business to conduct here at the Pala Vesuvio in Ponticelli. 6 medal events coming up in the sport of rhythmic gymnastics, 4 individual and 2 group apparatus finals on their way over the next several hours of action.
Now 5 minutes before the start of the competition, we just remind you the program. 1:30 the final at Hoop.
Those of you who have been enjoying the rhythmic gymnastics so far will know that it has been a story of Russian domination. Ekaterina Seleznyova taking the gold medal in the all-around individual competition yesterday with an 8-point margin of victory over Zora Agamirova of Azerbaijan and Laura Zheng of the United States of America, securing a bronze medal. In the group all-around competition, it was a touch closer, but it was still the Russian Federation again defeating Ukraine, who took silver, ahead of Japan taking the bronze medal. The gap this time just 1.225 marks, so very close indeed, courtesy of Ukraine's sensational second routine with the 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs, a beautiful bolero that very nearly gave them the top prize.
Awarding ceremony, 2 individual and 1 for the group final.
We're going to begin our coverage with the individual hoop final in around 5 minutes or so. That will be followed by the individual ball final, and then a bit of group competition, the 5 balls event, and then back to 2 individual events, the clubs and the ribbon, and finishing off with the group, 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs. All of these are finals. They've all been informed, particularly the individual finals, by the qualification or the all-around process. No qualification as such for the group finals because only 8 groups were entered into the whole competition anyway, so they couldn't have faced elimination after the all-around competition. But it has determined the running order, it's determined where we see each of those routines and who follows who. Alessia Russo of Italy will be taking part in the hoop and ribbon finals. It's a nation with a great history in the sport of rhythmic gymnastics. They're perhaps best known for their excellent group work, the Italians, over the years, but they have done wonderfully in individual competition, particularly at the most recent World Championships. They've always done wonderfully, the Russian Federation. It is very much their sport. They originated rhythmic gymnastics and have spread it around the world. Ukraine have got some beautiful performances to come, not just the individual work of Yeva Melishchuk. We will see her in the hoop, clubs and ribbon final as she attempts to finally make it onto a podium, having finished 4th, very narrowly, extremely narrowly, in the all-around competition. But Ukraine have real hopes of taking a medal in the group event. And one of Italy, Alessia Russo, is well positioned when it comes to the ribbon final. 3rd strongest in the qualification process for that, so could well be more Italian joy to come in the Pala Vesuvio. Japan will be represented in the group competition where they took an all-around bronze yesterday. But we'll also see Ruriko Shibayama participating in the clubs and ribbon final. Shibayama finished 11th in the all-around, but she was markedly stronger in clubs and ribbon. The 6th best in both of those compared to 10th and 14th in hoop and ball. And so the start list for the individual hoop final. Laura Zheng of the United States of America, 3rd strongest qualifier, goes 2nd. Zora Agamirova of Azerbaijan, the 2nd strongest qualifier, goes 5th. And we finish with Ekaterina Seleznyova of the Russian Federation, the strongest in the qualification process. Seleznyova and Agamirova the only two gymnasts who will be participating in all of the finals.
Finali
Sì,
al
eccoci.
cerchio. Final at hoop. Ukraine, Yeva Meleshchuk.
Eccoci. È la centrale. Ok, eccoci. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Prova. Ehi.
The first performance in this hoop final delivered by Yeva Meleshchuk of Ukraine, and she was the fourth strongest in qualification. Sincere apologies if you had any disruption to the audio there for a moment during that. Hopefully we've got all those problems fixed now. Sinead turns from Meleshchuk as she then moved round and completed quite a nice catch. And there the unsighted catch with the hoop. She was a touch of difficulty to the routine. She had a difficulty score of 11.5 in qualification. Really tidy those Sinead turns. She completed that catch. Very nice technique. So the first score comes in, it's 19.95 for Yeva Meleshchuk of Ukraine. And a nice improvement there of a few tenths from the score that she received in qualification. To Laura Zheng of the United States of America. Third strongest in qualifying, 19.95 her score. Such a compelling performer, Laura Zheng, the bronze medalist in the all-around competition. She really is something of a specialist with a hoop. She's achieved her best results in the World Cup series with a hoop. It's a great routine. Lots of creativity in the different catches of the apparatus. And this a particularly striking moment. The walkover flick really goes through those walkovers into the chaîné turns to catch. Very smooth sequence. Confident trap unsighted at the end. Now, has Zheng improved upon her qualification mark? She'll need to, because Eva Melishchuk has already done that, although Melishchuk is not happy about the difficulty. Difficulty actually is up by 0.3 from qualification, but there is an inquiry in process. I think that might be the third time that there's been an inquiry from Melishchuk's coaches throughout this competition.
Hungary, Fanny Pignitsky.
Laura Zheng, the score is 20.1, and she goes into the gold medal position. Zheng keeps the execution at 8.3, but the difficulty has gone up by 0.2 from qualifying. So we've seen a great start from these competitors in the hoop final. Both have improved to Fanny Pignitsky of Hungary. 7th strongest in qualifying, 18.75 her score. This is a lovely routine. It's a beautiful routine, that, isn't it? Really lovely from Fanny Pignitsky. Did have a couple of moments in there where the execution wasn't quite as solid as on other occasions, but watching her over the past couple of multi-sport games, it's been a big month for her, having competed at the European Games as well. It just seems like she's so much better a competitor than she was a month ago. Has made massive developments through being in these two competitions. Compelling elegance to her work. Very stylish gymnastics. She was the 9th strongest performer in the all-around competition. This was a very nice catch indeed. Oh yeah, Melishchuk's score has changed. And it's gone up to 20.15, which has put her into the gold medal position. So Laura Zeng has gone into the silver medal position. Yeva Meleshchuk, what's happened is an extra little bit of difficulty, 0.2 of difficulty has been found. So Meleshchuk 12 for difficulty. She's gone up by 0.5 from qualification and by 0.2 from the original score. So it's Meleshchuk 20.15, Zeng 20.1, half a tenth gap between first and second. Now where does Fanny Pignitsky fit in? 18.05, she's in third place. Difficulty down by almost a mark from the qualification for Pignitsky, so perhaps missing out some elements of the routine. Yulia Evchik of Belarus, the 8th strongest in qualification. 11.6 the score for the 18-year-old. It's another very nice routine indeed. We've got a great hoop final going on here. Yulia Evchik, she had such a great start to the all-around competition. First two routines were well performed, particularly the ball routine. But had difficulties with the clubs, and the ribbon consequently faded away to finish in 8th place. This is a routine performed with such musicality. Lovely changes of pace throughout. This is a lovely moment, controlling the bounce, and then from this slowness she goes into the pirouettes and the pace increases. It really does time itself beautifully with the music. Minsk, who has gone into the lead with a score of 20.35. Yulia Evchik, a huge jump up from qualification. She's added almost a full mark of difficulty along with around a mark or so of execution. So it is now Evchik, Meleshchuk and Zeng to the silver medalist from the all-around competition yesterday, Zora Agamirova of Azerbaijan. One of only 2 gymnasts involved in all 4 finals today in the individual competition. 20.2 in qualification, 2nd strongest. This is a big, powerful display. absolute star of this competition, Zora Agamirova. It might be that she is not able to push her way into the medals in this particular final after that drop in the middle of the routine, but she still has got 3 further opportunities. That's a wonderful moment, such skill at such pace. Confident roll across the shoulder and catch of the apparatus there, so nearly. What a developing gymnast, teenager from Baku. .35 the leading mark, 20.1 is the bronze medal mark. Just half a tenth up to silver for 20.15. It's Evchek, Melishchuk, Zeng. This is the 5th of the 8 scores to come in. And a little bit of discussion among the officials. Make sure they get the execution deductions just spot on here for Agamirova. Now what she does have is difficulty. There's no doubt about that. 12.2 difficulty for her in qualification. But it hasn't managed that on this occasion, so 18.175 for Agamirova has her in 4th place. To Sara Yana Garcia of Spain. She'll also be participating in the club's final. 21-year-old was the 5th strongest in qualifying, 18.75 her score. She really does show her flexibility in this routine. Fabulous work from Sara Yana Garcia, the incredibly popular 21-year-old from Leon. Has been competing at the senior level now for Spain since around about 2013. Has been the national champion on a great number of occasions. Now she's going to need to really up the difficulty from qualification in order to contend for a medal, unless the execution is judged to be absolutely bang on. What we have seen so far is a little bit of a raise of difficulty from quite a few competitors. Can she manage to break that 20 barrier with this routine? Not far away, 18.9 for Sara Yana Garcia. She's in 4th position, did manage to improve upon difficulty and execution, just not quite by enough. Now, what of Alessia Russo of the host nation? the 6th strongest in qualification with an 18.75 score, one of 3 gymnasts on that score. Oh, it really has been supreme fun, this hoop final, quality upon quality, and a delighted Alessia Russo gives the performance that she was dreaming of, and the performance they were dreaming of. Will it be the position that she's dreaming of? Super crowd in the Pala Vesuvio, and they've given full support to the 22-year-old from Figline Valdarno. Russo was 6th in the all-around competition. She's got her strongest to come in terms of position, the ribbon. Goodness me, she attacked this routine with real vigour. It certainly looked like a more intense and powerful performance than in qualification. It was 19.3 for Russo. She's in 4th place. She did improve by almost half a mark, but not enough to challenge for honours. So, Yulia Evchik of Belarus and Yeva Melishchuk of Ukraine are guaranteed medals. Laura Zeng awaits the performance of Ekaterina Seleznyova of the Russian Federation, the all-around gold medalist, the top qualifier,
Love
the final routine.
Is beautiful, fierce and strong, an insatiable, all-consuming fire, a lion pacing on the red-hot embers of desire. Love is a thirst that's never quenched, a sacred flame that can't be drenched by icy showers of sobriety or a society strangled by notions of propriety. Love is beautiful, fierce, and loud. But most of all, love is proud.
This is a gymnast high on confidence, performing outstandingly. And that was a marvellous display. Beautiful work from Ekaterina Seleznyova, the gold medalist in yesterday's all-around competition. how many more medals will she take today? How many more events will she win today?
Is beautiful.
She's in all of the individual finals.
Fierce and strong. An insatiable, all-consuming fire.
Pass across the body, the mandatory pass was completed with such style.
Love is a
It's just a beautiful touch. A flick of the foot, mid-leap.
Drenched by icy showers of sobriety, or a society strangled by notions of
Beautiful toe
propriety.
point as she catches the hoop. It is gold for Seleznyova, 21.2 for the Russian gymnast, making it her second gold of this competition. Seleznyova taking it ahead of Evcik right at the end, and Melishchuk securing the bronze medal. 2 golds out of 2 for Ekaterina Seleznyova. Now on to the ball final. And we wait to the second half of the order for the top 3. Zora Agamirova goes 5th as the 3rd strongest, followed by Kim Chae-un of the Republic of Korea, the 2nd strongest, and followed by who else but Ekaterina Seleznyova of the Russian Federation, the top qualifier and already 2-time gold medalist at these games.
Vi informiamo che è stato presentato ricorso dalla squadra dell'Italia per l'esercizio di Alessia Russo. We inform you that the inquiry has been made from the Italian team for the exercise of Alessia Russo.
Well, we're just going to hold on with these celebrations for the moment because Alessia Russo's coaches have made an inquiry about her difficulty score. So, actually is a little too soon to confirm these results in the hoop final. Whether it will have any material impact, particularly on the top of the leaderboard, we shall find out. At the moment, Russo is sitting in 5th place with 19.3. So does need a pretty considerable jump up to threaten Melishchuk in the bronze medal position at 20.15. But nonetheless, we cannot confirm those as final results until we know the outcome of this inquiry.
They tried to get rid of me, but from ocean to ocean, they don't have to deal with me. I've been overlooked, slept on, stepped on, left for dead, always against all odds like Pac said. I'm the living great Gatsby, but these boys are watching quick and disappear like banks.
Well, if you're just joining the action at the Pala Vesuvio, we have a little bit of a delay in proceedings due to an inquiry that's been made by the coaches of Alessia Russo of Italy. She's now waiting to see if it has any impact upon things. Russo is also competing in the ribbon final, hence why she is getting ready to have a bit of a practice of her routine there. Ribbon final will be coming up much later in this session. So at the moment, as things stand, it's Ekaterina Seleznyova in the gold medal position with 21.2, Yulia Evcik of Belarus in the silver medal position with 20.35, Yeva Melishchuk of Ukraine in the bronze medal position with 20.15. Russo sits in 5th on 19.3. So what has happened here, for those of you new to the sport, is that the coach obviously was unhappy with the difficulty score and has submitted an inquiry about that. The execution cannot be challenged, the difficulty can, and consequently the superior jury is having a look at it at the moment. Everybody indeed is having a look at the superior jury, having a look at it, because it's of great interest to the home fans. There were actually a fair few inquiries that were successful in the rhythmic gymnastics competition over the last couple of days, and probably the most high-impact one that we've had in terms of this particular day is Yeva Meleshchuk was initially placed below Laura Zeng, and then her difficulty score was increased by 0.2, so she jumped up into the bronze medal position, pushing Zeng down. Well, at the time it was the leading position, but it's now ended up as the bronze medal position. So the weight is on for Alessia Russo, gymnast who began her training in a place called Montevacchi, a medieval town. It's the same place as Lara Mori was born in. She's been performing well domestically. Russo took the all-around bronze at the Campionati Italiani Assoluti last month. So a good time for rhythmic gymnastics in Italy. Salome Pashava, very popular gymnast. She finished 7th in the all-round and will be first to go in the ball final. She's competing in all of the remaining 3 finals, having not qualified for the hoop. Had real problems in her hoop routine. She was 17th. But in all of the other pieces, she was comfortably top 8. Having a chuckle about it, gymnast and coach. It's taken them an awfully long time, isn't it? It's all part of the process of making sure that they get it absolutely right.
We inform you that the inquiry made
and the score has changed. It's gone up by a single tenth from 19.3 to 19.4. So much as the crowd have enjoyed that, it has not had any impact on the standings. And here is confirmation of the final results in the hoop final in rhythmic gymnastics. Yeva Meleshchuk of Ukraine, the bronze medal. Yulia Evchik of Belarus, the silver. And Ekaterina Seleznyova of the Russian Federation, her 2nd gold of these games.
We can go on final at ball. Va avanti con la finale alla palla. Georgia, Salome Pashava.
To a huge roar from the crowd in the Pala Vesuvio, Salome Pashava takes to the competition floor. The 21-year-old was the 6th strongest in qualifying. Her score 18.95. It was a well-executed routine. Moments of exquisite gymnastics in that display from the 21-year-old who lives in Tbilisi. How costly will the drop be early on in the routine? That is the key question. Gymnastic has such wonderful pirouettes, such expressivity as a performer. There it was, just towards the end of the skill. She'd almost completed it, just popped up out of the palm of the hand. Oh, agonisingly close for Sally Pashava. But this was a wonderfully executed series of pirouettes. Pivots as well, arabesque position, wonderful. Gymnast who has competed as well at 2 European Games. There's a lot of multi-sport games experience. She will be a touch frustrated to see the score of 17.65 come in. Pashava losing over a mark in terms of execution. The only final that we will see featuring Aidana Shakenova of Kazakhstan, and this is very much her specialist apparatus. She took a silver at the Asian Rhythmic Gymnastics Championships last month, and she was the 7th strongest in qualifying with 18.95.
This thing we call life, it'll warm you like the sunshine from the sky above. But one day turns cloudy, a change brings the rain, then comes the sorrow, followed by pain. From which everything
Really is a very engaging performer with the ball. Aidana Shakenova ended up finishing a touch behind the music, courtesy of quite a pronounced loss of stability coming out of one of her turns. We'll have to go back and have another look at in terms of just how costly it's going to be. She was so much stronger with the ball than any other piece during the all-around. She was 13th overall, 7th with this. Just 19, still developing that degree of international experience. Good extension on the back leg in that jump. That was quite uncharacteristic. And it has been a long couple of days of competition, or a few days now of competition. Maybe just lost her form a little bit towards the end of it. And it's cost quite a bit in the end. 17.3, 6.9 for execution for Shakenova, and she's down quite a bit on the difficulty too. Laura Zheng of the United States of America just finished 4th in the hoop. having taken the all-around bronze yesterday.
1, 2.
Well, if we had high hopes after the hoop, no one's really having a ball so far in this second final. On the final day of rhythmic gymnastics competition, Laura Zheng having a difficult moment at the start of her routine. It's happened to all three of the competitors thus far. The rest of the routine, of course, a treat, because it always is a treat. And then she's got some great control of the ball with the feet, particularly when she traps the ball between foot and ankle. Some lovely work with that. As always, it's got that Laura Zheng stylishness, that brilliant explosive choreography. She's such a marvellous dancer. That's a great instep trap, works really nicely. She always has lovely execution when it comes to the fouette turns. We will see so much more of Laura Zheng in years to come, there's no doubt about that. Gymnast who is enrolled to undertake undergraduate study at Yale University. The Youth Olympic Games bronze medalist from 2014, the all-around competition there. No score yet in for Laura Zheng. Waiting to perform Yulia Evcik, who has just secured herself a silver medal in the hoop competition. Zheng is back in the training area, which is just behind the competition floor. So 18.7 for Zheng. She has gone into the lead. She is, however, down by 0.4 from qualifying, but she's quite far in the lead at the moment. Yulia Evcik of Belarus. Now, is there a gap opening up for someone like Evcik? Fifth strongest qualifier with 19.05, but she's got a chance here to move up.
S'il faut choisir, je choisirai l'éternel, même si l'on m'arrache le cœur. Le corps et l'âme, et qu'on me brûle les ailes, je ne sentirai pas la douleur. Si je me perds à défier le fil du temps, et s'il se lie à l'imparfait, à mes yeux tu seras le dernier présent, celui que l'on n'oublie jamais.
Well, very interesting indeed. Yulia Evcik with a lovely display. Maybe, just maybe for her, the belief that she's gained from getting onto the podium in the hoop competition might just have spurred her on to even greater things. It'd be very nice, the little rebound off the back of the legs to the one-arm catch was a great bit of skill. That's a difficult trap to execute well. Very nice, tidy routine from Evcik. Zheng leads, then Pashava, then Shekenova. She'll be optimistic, you would think, Yulia Evcik. And she is right to be optimistic. 19.15 for Evcik, goes into the gold medal position, up by a 10th from qualification. The first gymnast of the 4 that we've seen to go up. Zora Agamirova of Azerbaijan, the silver medalist in the all-around competition, has just finished 7th in the hoop final and was 3rd strongest in qualification here with 19.35. It is such a high-octane and explosive routine that there's always the risk of that happening. She's got so good recently, Agamirova, at minimising those moments. They've just started to come back in today after what has been such a successful couple of days for her. The head might be down now, but it'll be up higher when she realises just what she's come away with from this Universiade. Still just 17. It's a great bit of music, actually. It's often described as one of the places in the world where East meets West. Azerbaijan, it was very exemplified by the way they hosted the European Games in 2015, the Islamic Solidarity Games in 2017, and focused both of the events on looking west and looking east, and the music actually does exactly that at the same time. It's a wonderful blend of musical styles. Agamirova scores 17.9, so she's in the bronze medal position at the moment. Representing the Republic of Korea, Kim Chae-un, and she was the 2nd strongest in qualification. 19.7 her score. And she will also participate in the club's final.
body. Talk with our hands, body, body. You say you know what I need. Give me. Come and knock me off my feet. Pretty, pretty, please. I love it. All I wanna do is tango. Every night, every day. No one else, you and me. All I wanna do is tango. Slow it down, speed it up, spin it fast, round and round. Tango.
Another case of nearly but not quite in this ball final. Kim Chae-eun having to lunge for the replacement apparatus when the ball squirmed out of her grasp. It's another one of those routines that's very explosive, very high intensity. It's got great choreography, but where she is right now and what she's picking up right now tells the story. 18-year-old who is attending Sejong University, having recently graduated from its affiliated high school. There, that difficult unsighted catch, and those are the hardest ones for the gymnast to really pick up the marks for. That's why they put them in, because so much difficulty can be accumulated. Gymnast who took a team bronze medal at the Asian Games in Jakarta, Palembang last year. Is likely to be raced out of things in this particular contest. 16.65 for Kim. She is in 6th position. And so to the strongest in qualification, Ekaterina Selezniova of the Russian Federation. 21.3 was her score. She's already taken 2 out of 2. What about 3 out of 3?
Обману саму себя, попала в плен, не всю ночь играя Шопен, и поцелуй на моих губах горит огнем, и вся музыка сейчас ему о нем. Я хочу, чтобы это был сон, но, по-моему, я не сплю, я владею тобой, я дышу тобой, а мне не жаль, я тебя.
She finishes with ball at feet in one of the world's great footballing nations. It seems appropriate right now to talk about the prospect of a hat-trick for Ekaterina Selezniova. And with every single performance, the love that this crowd is giving her grows and grows, and it's not just the Russian fans as well. Such focus and control to begin this routine. Her leaps are lovely. The catch is elegant. The leading score is 19.15. It would be no surprise if this would have beat it. And that's where she has that glorious backbend flexibility. But this must be surely a plus 20 score. We're just waiting for confirmation, and there it is, 21.55. Ekaterina Selezniova moves into the gold medal position once again. And just one more competitor to go, so Selezniova and Evcik have guaranteed medals. What can Victoria Bogdanova do? 18.8 she scored in qualifying. That was the 8th strongest, but if she does that now, she gets a bronze medal. She certainly has made things very interesting indeed for us and for the judges. With the final display of this ball final, Victoria Bogdanova of Estonia.
And with the exercise.
Won a ball competition before, a World Cup event in Sofia. Just a reminder, Bogdanova 18.8 in qualification. Laura Zheng has 18.7 and sits in the bronze medal position. So Selezniova, Evcik, Zheng. Has Bogdanova done enough to get into that place? She has done! She's done it! And I don't think she can quite believe it. 18.85 for Victoria Bogdanova. The Estonian gymnast takes Estonia's second medal of the Universiade. Their first in gymnastics, so bronze for Bogdanova, silver for Yulia Evcik of Belarus, and gold for Ekaterina Selezniova of the Russian Federation. 3 out of 3 for her. No pause for breath whatsoever as we move into group rhythmic gymnastics and the start of the 5 balls final. And we begin with the nation that secured the all-around gold medal, the Russian Federation, with Alina Alieva, Elina Baruzdina, Marina Kozlova, Valeria Rosina and Angelina Shkatova. Their score was 24.2 for this routine. Oh, and by the way, this may get the crowd going a bit.
Chiudo gli occhi e penso a lei, il profumo dolce della pelle sua, è una voce dentro che mi sta portando dove nasce il sole. Sole sono le parole, ma se vanno scritte tutto può cambiare. Senza più timore te lo voglio urlare, questo grande amore, amore, solo amore, è quello che sento. Dimmi perché quando penso solo a te. Dimmi perché quando amo solo te. Dimmi perché quando vivo solo in te. Grande amore. Dimmi che mai, che non mi lascerai mai. Dimmi chi sei l'unico grande andiamo a non so se sono pazzo o sono un genio, faccio il selfie mossi alla gue pequeño. Non so se sono pazzo o sono un genio, io non faccio brutto ma il trattore in tangenziale. Andiamo a comandare, scatto foto col mio cane. Andiamo a comandare, in ciabatte nel locale. Andiamo a comandare, sfaccio acqua minerale.
It starts as a work of opera, it finishes as a coup de théâtre from the Russian Federation. They receive grande amore from the crowd. Will they receive grande medaglie from the judges? It might be another gold coming up for the Russians. It's such a crowd-pleasing display, isn't it? Just one of those songs, the starting one, Grande Amore, that just really does get you going. It's such a wonderful musical contrast. But let us now dissect the detail of this routine and those lovely stabilised pivots.
Sole sono le parole, ma se vanno scritte tutto può cambiare. Senza più timore te lo voglio urlare.
This is what the judges are looking for, that moment of synchronisation in the trap. But equally there's individuality to the routine, and that is important too, that the gymnasts are not always doing exactly the same thing. Hint of overreach on a couple of those catches. There's going to be high difficulty to this routine, that we can be utterly sure of.
The team of Ukraine.
The score is huge, 25.075 for the Russian Federation, a 16.8 difficulty score. That is going to be incredibly hard to beat. And if anyone can, it will be this group from Ukraine. The silver medalists in the all-around competition, represented by Olena Dyachenko, Victoria Fortieva, Valeria Kanina, Daria Murai and Anastasia Wozniak. Now, certainly the case that Ukraine are at their best in the 3-2 routine, the 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs coming up later. But this is also a very fine display. They scored 21.675 in the all-around.
Head for the next time, 'cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. And at times I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I got no roots. I've got no roots. I like digging holes, hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I won't forget to find them. I like digging holes, hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I won't forget to find them. I've got no roots. No roots. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. No roots.
You can always rely on great intensity from Ukraine in a group competition. They have delivered it once more. Or was it quite as sharp in terms of execution as their all-around display? That's in the hands of the officials at the tables. Russian Federation have set a mighty score. Just had some moments where the execution didn't seem like it was fully in control. But what there is a ton of difficulty, and there's a great example of it. Great creativity.
Holes and hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I hope I won't forget to find them. 'Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I build a home.
Now the Russian Federation have a score of 25.075. Ukraine have got a score of 22.9. So they go into the silver medal position. Was an improvement from the mark they received in qualification. Execution a little down on the Russian mark. Chinese Taipei, fourth in the all-round competition. They are represented by Chang Tin-chen, Lai Xin-ya, Lo Yu-qing, Peng Manling and Tsai Jui-shan. Scored a 20.1 for this in qualifying. This was the better of their two routines. could be an absolutely fascinating battle for the bronze medal going on. It looks certain that the Russian Federation and Ukraine have locked up gold and silver, so high their scores. But what of Chinese Taipei and Japan in the battle to get that third spot on the podium? Chinese Taipei had a 20.1 for this routine in qualification. Japan had a 20.75, so it's all very much up for grabs, and this was well performed by Chinese Taipei. Use of cannon. Good synchronization in that trap. Was a potentially costly little overreach. Just taking the ball on the bounce. Oh, it's a really good display though from Chinese Taipei. It certainly looked like it was stronger than in qualification, and the judges felt it was a lot stronger. A mark and a half up, 21.55, and that really now puts the pressure on Japan. Slovenia to perform next. They were 6th strongest in the qualification process, or the all-around final rather. 17.05 for them. Slovenia represented by Zala Dornig, Zoya Ivancic, Sara Krajul, Kaya Puric and Tamia Vilcha-Semi. Certainly a routine that's going places, and a group that's improving rapidly, the Slovenian outfit. Some moments of very nice execution indeed from this group. Their second routine in the all-around was even stronger. So have they managed to make a little advancement on the score of 17.05 that they received in qualification? Held the balance positions nicely. Good transition in and out to show synchronization. Certainly looked as though the execution was quite a bit better than in qualification. Looked a lot more comfortable with the routine. Oh, they were a lot more comfortable with the routine. 19.1 the score for Slovenia, 4th position for them, but most significantly up 2 full marks from in qualification. That's a very good jump. Republic of Korea were the 5th strongest performers in this particular routine in the all-around competition. Republic of Korea represented by Lee Yeon-jong, Lim Se-un, Nam Jin-sul, Song Hye-rin and Yoo Kye-min. Finishes really nicely indeed. Unfortunately for the Republic of Korea, there was quite a pronounced moment earlier on in the routine where the contact with the ball was lost, and they really had to reset themselves just to get ready to move into the next sequence, and that is one of the perils of a group routine, as the whole momentum gets obstructed by one of those unfortunate losses of contact with the ball. Some creativity with the passes of the ball. Those of you who are new to watching with mid-gymnastics, there's always one group routine that's 5 of 1. So for this period, running until the end of the Olympic Games, we have a couple of years of it being 5 balls. It was not so long ago 5 hoops, for example. moment. Just on the right there, you may have seen the gymnast lose control of the ball. The other routine is always a 3 of one and 2 of another, and that will be coming up at the end of our broadcast. 16.6 for the Republic of Korea, so they're in 5th position. Lovely support from the crowd for Australia. They've got plenty of friends and family here to cheer them on. The group represented by Emily Abbott, Alexandra Edel, Alana Matthews, Himeka Onoda and Alexandra Teixeira. And they scored 15.6 for this in the all-around competition.
Dark, my cold desire to hear the boom, boom, boom of your heart. The danger is I'm dangerous and I might just tear you apart. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna catch ya, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, oh, I wanna taste the way that you bleed. Oh, you're my kill of the night. The danger is I'm dangerous and I might just tear you apart. Oh, I'm gonna catch ya, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, I wanna taste the way that you bleed. Oh, I'm gonna catch ya, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, I wanna taste the way that you bleed. Oh. This is a bad town for such a pretty face. This is a bad town for such a pretty face. This is a bad town for such a pretty face. This is a bad town for such a pretty face. This is a bad town for such a pretty face. Oh, I'm gonna catch ya, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, I wanna taste the way that you bleed. Oh, you're my kill of the night.
They've been very well represented, Australia, by a whole host of promising young gymnasts in the gymnastics competition, both artistic and rhythmic, at these games, not least this group. Also the young gymnast that competed for them in the artistic competition, and Elizabeth Inaba-Hill, who was their individual all-around competitor. It's a good fun routine, it's very entertaining. To make little step adjustments to bring that catch under control, that trap under control.
My cold desire to hear the boom, boom, boom of your heart. The danger is I'm dangerous and I might just tear you apart.
This is a very nice moment of partnership. Australia scored 15.6 in qualification. Russia, Ukraine, Chinese Taipei, the top 3 at the moment. Still the bronze medalists from the all-round competition, Japan to come, along with Norway. And then a return to individual action and the clubs final. Right, they're ready to give that score the go-ahead. And that's a really good score from Australia. 18.8 for them, 5th position. They've gone up by over 3 marks from qualifying. So a very good display indeed. He did pack more difficulty into that routine. Very good to see. Well, it's been a really high-quality final thus far. 5 of the groups that have gone have improved upon their score from the all-around competition, and that now puts the pressure on Japan, who secured the bronze medal in that all-around competition yesterday. Miyu Kawata, Misuzu Kishimoto, Mebai Maruyama, Ai Tsukahara and Haruna Yamawaki scored 20.75, but they now have a target to beat of 21.55 to get a medal. Over to Japan. A great routine from Japan, but they did have a noticeable problem right at the very start of the whole thing. There was a drop in there. Now, how costly is it going to be? Japan are going in search of their 14th gymnastics medal at the Universiade. There on the right of your screen, the drop. Very early on, relatively innocuous moment. They need their execution to jump up from qualification. That's what happened with Chinese Taipei. Russia 1, Ukraine 2, Chinese Taipei 3. Where does this group from Japan fit in with one still to go? They have managed to make it jump up just about enough, 21.65. The difficulty from Japan, 14.6. The execution, 7.05. And they go into the bronze medal position. Now to Norway. The final performance in this Group 5 balls competition. Representing them, Emily Holt, Fanny Lunde, Margit Overas, Emily Svensson and Caroline Wenberg. .6 Norway scored for this routine in the all-around competition.
Darling, darling, we'll turn the lights back on now. We're watching, as the credits all roll down. And crying, you know we're playing to a full house. No heroes, villains, one to blame. While wilted roses fill the stage and the thrill is gone. Our debut was a masterpiece, but in the end for you and me on this show, it can't go on. We used to have it all, but now's our curtain call. So hold for the applause, oh. And wave out to the crowd and take our final bow. Oh, it's our time to go, but at least we stole the show.
Engaging performance from Norway, the final group in this 5 balls competition. I think particular credit has to go to Caroline Wenberg in that group. No gymnast has been busier in the rhythmic competitions at the Universiade. She was 22nd in the all-around, has also competed in the group. It is a very unusual thing, and it's highly demanding. For these group gymnasts to memorise, then just imagine, you haven't just got these 2 routines, you've got your 4 individual ones as well to deal with. It's impressive. It's a lot to juggle.
Darling, we'll turn the lights back on now. We're watching, as the credits all roll down. And crying, you know we're playing to a full house. No heroes, villains, one to blame. While wilted roses,
sense of expression and personality from Norway in this routine. They really do perform it with a lot of style. Now, have they managed to improve upon their score from the all-around, which was a 15.6?
Cerimonia ufficiale di premiazione con il concorso a squadre, esercizio con le 5 palle. Vi invitiamo naturalmente a rimanere sugli spalti, a rimanere con noi per seguire le cerimonie ufficiali di premiazione. We invite all of you to stay on the stage on them.
And they have done 16.45 for Norway, so they too improve upon their mark from yesterday. Great to see that. almost universally across the board in this competition. Gymnasts have seen their scores go up. Evidence of the improvement in performance. Final standings in the 5 balls group final in rhythmic gymnastics at Napoli 2019. Japan take the bronze medal, Ukraine the silver, and another gold for the Russian Federation, continuing their clean sweep in rhythmic gymnastics.
Intanto ne approfitto ancora perché vi vedo così numerosi sugli spalti, numerosi a seguire questa terza ed ultima giornata di gare, per fare ancora una volta un grandissimo applauso a tutti i volontari in campo per questa 30ª Universiadi Estiva Napoli 2019. Un grandissimo lavoro dei tantissimi volontari presenti in tutti i vari siti di gara di questa Universiade Estiva, 11 giorni di gara, 18 gli sport coinvolti, tantissime le persone provenienti dalla Campania ma anche dal resto dell'Italia e dal mondo che hanno voluto essere presenti qui per queste Universiadi Estive. Grazie davvero di cuore per il grandissimo lavoro di voi volontari. We would like to thank once again the great job done by the many volunteers.
Well, there's a lovely moment going on in the Pala Vesuvio right now. A thank you being offered to all of the volunteers by the stadium announcer. I think that's a very important moment to extend all of our thanks to the volunteers, because they are the heart and soul of any multi-sport games, the volunteers. And they've done a wonderful job, those working behind the scenes at the Pala Vesuvio, to bring the competition to life and to make everything run thoroughly smoothly, which it has done. From me, just a personal thanks to Giuseppe, Valerio, Elena, Antonietta and Ariana, the volunteers. They've done an outstanding job looking after everyone here. And as I always like to say, it's their games in their city. And they've done a mighty fine job indeed. A look back at some of the moments of this 5 balls group competition at Napoli 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal awarding ceremony for the rhythmic gymnastics individual hoop final. Signore e signori, la cerimonia di premiazione per la ginnastica ritmica finale individuale al cerchio.
It's now time for the victory ceremony for the individual apparatus hoop final as part of rhythmic gymnastics at Napoli 2019.
We are now going to begin the awarding of the medals. Sta per iniziare la consegna delle medaglie. The medals will be presented by Mrs. Maria Gigova, the technical delegate of the International University Sports Federation. And the mascots will be presented by Mr. Rosario Pitton, the Vice President of the Italian Gymnastics Federation. Le medaglie verranno consegnate da Maria Ghigova, delegato tecnico della Federazione Internazionale degli Sport Universitari, e le mascotte verranno consegnate da Rosario Pitton, vicepresidente della Federazione Ginnastica d'Italia. Third place and bronze medalists representing Ukraine. Terza classificata e medaglia di bronzo per l'Ucraina, Yeva Meleshchuk.
Moment of great satisfaction for Yeva Meleshchuk of Ukraine. The 17-year-old came fourth in the all-round competition, but she was not to be denied a podium place this time. Initially, her score came in at 19.95 after an inquiry. It was upgraded to 20.15, and that good enough for this prize. The bronze medal to Yeva Meleshchuk of Ukraine.
And silver medalist representing Belarus. Seconda classificata e medaglia d'argento per la Bielorussia, Yulia Evchik.
Yulia Evchik really has taken full advantage of being in these apparatus finals. She was so much stronger in the hoop and ball competition than in the clubs and ribbon in the qualification process and the all-around final. Well, she really was strong today. A silver medal to the 18-year-old from Minsk.
First place and gold medalist representing Russia. Prima classificata e medaglia d'oro per la Russia, Ekaterina Seleznieva.
But it's another gold medal to Ekaterina Seleznieva of the Russian Federation, the gold medalist in the all-around competition, and she follows it up with more success in the hoop final. She took one gold medal at the Universiade 2 years ago. That was with the ball. More to come with that in just a moment or two. She's already improved that. And things are only going to get better from now on for Seleznieva. Gold medalist in the hoop competition, Ekaterina Seleznieva of the Russian Federation.
And now please rise for the FISU anthem. E ora, signore e signori, vi chiediamo di alzarvi in piedi per l'inno FISU.
Gold medal number 2 for Ekaterina Seleznieva. And more to follow. The medalists in the hoop final as part of rhythmic gymnastics at Napoli 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the medal awarding ceremony for the rhythmic gymnastics individual hoop final. Signore e signori, questo conclude la cerimonia di premiazione della ginnastica ritmica finale individuale al cerchio.
still have a couple more victory ceremonies to come before the action continues here in the Pala Vesuvia. We'll be presenting the individual apparatus ball award and also the 5 balls group competition. And then it's on to the individual clubs final, the ribbon final, the 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs final in group rhythmic gymnastics, and that will draw to a close gymnastics at the Universiade. On this, the final day of competition here in Napoli, Mezzogiorno, the Campania region. This bustling city has done a very good job indeed of hosting the games. It's the 3rd largest city in Italy after Rome and Milan. Almost 1 million people in the city, but it's got 3 million in the wider metropolitan area, and it is a wide metropolitan area. It does really stretch out. And here in Ponticelli, we're as far east as you can really get in the city of Naples without leaving it. And it's a city that if any of you have visited, you'll know very well. It very much hugs the coast. It's a vibrant port.
Signore e signori, la cerimonia di premiazione per la ginnastica ritmica finale individuale alla palla.
It's time for the victory ceremony in the individual apparatus ball final as part of Rhythmic Gymnastics at Napoli 2019.
We are now going to begin the awarding of the medals. Sta per iniziare la consegna delle medaglie. The medals will be presented by Mrs. Kairis Hulp, a member of the Executive Committee of FISU. And the mascots will be presented by Rosario Pitton, the Vice President of the Italian Gymnastics Federation.
Italian Gymnastics Federation and FISU, the Fédération Internationale du Sport Universitaire, represented in the presentation party.
E le mascotte verranno consegnate da Rosario Pitton, vicepresidente della Federazione Ginnastica d'Italia. 3rd place and bronze medalists representing Estonia. Terza classificata e medaglia di bronzo per l'Estonia, Victoria Bogdanova.
What a great moment this is for Victoria Bogdanova of Estonia. She came in as the last competitor in this ball final, knowing that if she simply did what she did in qualification, she would secure a bronze medal. Well, she didn't just do that, she did a touch better than in qualification, and in doing so secures Estonia's 2nd medal of Napoli 2019. 24-year-old who studies physical education at Tallinn University is a Universiade bronze medalist.
Representing Belarus. Seconda classificata e medaglia d'argento per la Bielorussia, Yulia Evchik.
It's 2 silver medals at Napoli 2019 for Yulia Evchik, the gymnast from Minsk. She really has made the most of this day of apparatus finals, securing 2nd place finishes in both of her apparatus events. The silver medalist, Yulia Evchik of Belarus.
And gold medalist, representing Russia. Prima classificata e medaglia d'oro per la Russia, Yekaterina Seleznieva.
But if we talk about people who are making the most of opportunities, we talk about Ekaterina Selezniova of the Russian Federation. All around gold, hoop gold, ball gold. How much more to come? This is her competition, and she is showing no signs of relenting. gold medal to Ekaterina Seleznyova of the Russian Federation.
And now please rise for the FISU anthem. E ora, signore e signori, vi chiediamo di alzarvi in piedi per l'inno FISU.
A fifth gold medal in gymnastics at these games for the Russian Federation, and she has won 3 of them. The medalists in rhythmic gymnastics, the individual apparatus ball final at Napoli 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the medal awarding ceremony for rhythmic gymnastics individual ball final. Signore e signori, questo conclude la cerimonia di premiazione della ginnastica.
Now a chance to have a look back at some of the very best of the action from the ball final at Napoli 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal awarding ceremony for the rhythmic gymnastics group final with 5 balls. Signore e signori, la cerimonia di premiazione della ginnastica ritmica finale a squadre, esercizio con 5 palle.
It's time now for the victory ceremony in rhythmic gymnastics and the Group 5 balls competition as part of the 30th Summer Universiade in the city of Napoli.
To begin the awarding of the medals. Sta per iniziare la consegna delle medaglie. The medals will be presented by Mr. Leons Eder, the first Vice President of the International University Sports Federation. And the mascots will be awarded by Mr. Rosario Pitton, the Vice President of the Italian Gymnastics Federation. Le medaglie verranno consegnate da Leons Eder, primo vicepresidente della FISU, e le mascotte verranno consegnate da Rosario Pitton, vicepresidente della Federazione Ginnastica d'Italia. Third place and bronze medalists. terze classificate e medaglie di bronzo, the team of Japan, la squadra del Giappone.
Having taken the bronze medal in the all-around competition, Japan add to it with a bronze medal in the 5 falls event. Miyu Kawata, Mitsuzu Kishimoto, Mebai Maruyama, Ai Tsukahara and Haruna Yamawaki, the 5 gymnasts in receipt of these bronze medals at Napoli 2019. It required quite a step up from their performance in the all-around final in order to overtake Chinese Taipei. They did just that. They did it by a single tenth. Every little bit of detail counted. Every bit of effort from each one of these group gymnasts has yielded a reward. The bronze medal to Japan.
Second place and silver medalists, seconde classificate e medaglie d'argento, the team of Ukraine, la squadra dell'Ucraina.
Just as they did in the all-around competition, Ukraine take a silver medal. 2 medals in 2 days for this group of 5 gymnasts, and they always produce such exciting work. They did improve upon their performance in qualification by over a mark, just not quite enough to overtake the Russian Federation. The silver medals presented to Olena Dyachenko, Victoria Fotieva, Valeria Kaninina, Daria Murai and Anastasia Wozniak. Silver medal to Ukraine.
And gold medalists, prime classificate e medaglie d'oro, the team of Russia, la squadra della Russia.
A magnificent display this was from the Russian Federation. They won the all-around competition yesterday. A score of 24.2 was what they received for this routine then. But this is now, and they got 25.075, a brilliant leap up. And as a result, they leap up onto the podium in first position to take another gold medal. The 6th gold medal the Russian Federation have received in gymnastics at these games. 2 of them have come from this group. The gymnasts Alina Alieva, Elina Barustina, Marina Kozlova, Valeria Rusina and Angelina Shkatova. The gold medal to the Russian Federation.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now please rise for the FISU Anthem. E ora, signore e signori, vi chiediamo di alzarvi in piedi per l'inno FISU.
And there they are, the medalists in the 5 balls competition as part of group rhythmic gymnastics at Napoli 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the medal awarding ceremony for the group final with 5 balls. Signore e signori, questo conclude la cerimonia di premiazione per la ginnastica ritmica finale a squadre.
We've had so far 57 medals handed out in 19 different medal events to 15 nations, but it's now time for the final 3 medal events to take place here at Napoli 2019. We still have 2 individual apparatus finals, clubs and ribbon, and we also have the 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs group final to take place before the games draw to a close. And if you're just joining the action right now here at Napoli 2019, here's what you've missed in terms of group rhythmic gymnastics so far.
Finali individuali con le clavette, poi alle 17 finali individuali al nastro, alle 17:30 l'ultima finale a squadre con l'esercizio con I 3 cerchi e le 2 paia di clavette.
In front of a great crowd at the Pala Vesuvio, the action is due to continue any moment now with the clubs final. Well, at the start of the day, Japan were ahead in the medals table, and the Russian Federation take over.
Until
Congratulations, and how do you feel about that medal?
Thank you. I'm very happy have this medal because it's very hard work and I'm very happy.
And it's your first experience at the university?
Yes, this is my first competition.
And about your future project? After the university, what you will do?
I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. Congratulations.
Non lo so se ne abbiamo un altro. Salvatore non lo so più ancora.